All right, with this West 2 Facebook Live update, I'm Chief Meteorologist Tony Manolfi. Hope you guys are having a good Thursday evening. Tomorrow's Friday. One day to go until the work week is over, and you're settling on in for your weekend. So I'll break down that fall-like weather that's headed our way for the upcoming weekend. And I've got the very latest on Sarah and what we're thinking and what the possibilities might be. So let's get that underway here first. And as you can see right now, with the 7 o'clock intermediate advisory, the pressures remain the same, the winds remain the same, and the movement is still off towards the west there at about 10 miles an hour. It is beginning to slow down, and that's going to be an issue for parts of Honduras where some folks could see upwards of 25 plus inches of rain. Feet of rain are going to be possible here as this moves across this corridor. Now, the waters do remain warm here, so if by chance this were able to hug or just stay on the northern coast there of Honduras, you might have a little wiggle room to slowly get a little bit stronger. So there's a look at what we have right now. Tropical storm warnings in play for Honduras. Tropical storm watch there for northeastern Nicaragua. We take a look now at the latest cone, and you can see there's Friday, there's Saturday, there's Sunday. Very slow moving now. And as it does move away slowly, the significant rainfall will end. But notice how this weakens to a depression on Monday and then falls apart Monday afternoon. The Hurricane Center has it dissipating. And when you take a look at our graph futurecast model, it does the same thing. There's your spin. It goes over Honduras and then sits and churns and spins just south of Belize City, moves over the Yucatan Peninsula, and fizzles on out. So I'll have to wait and see if that indeed verifies. James Wilson's in the house, big time flood maker. We were talking about Mitch, James. I got a graphic here for everybody here on Mitch in just a second. There's a look at the potential for rain. That is just an absurd amount of rain for portions there of Honduras. 20 plus inches of rain. Some models going closer to 30 plus inches of rain. Something that we're going to have to watch again very, very carefully. Sorry, Tabs. Linda Crook is in the house. Busy day. A lot going on. Jamie Lewis Underwood. Just a wet day here. Yeah, that's gonna get even heavier, James. Jamie, as we go into, as you know, the weekend. Now, I don't know if Jamie was there in 1998, but Mitch, Hurricane Mitch, taught us a lot about history. Kenya Rarick, that's Riki, as she says. Ginger Kamen, Donna Santa Maria, almost. So Mitch brought 30 to 50 inches of rain over portions of Honduras. Incredible flooding, catastrophic flooding, mudslides. Doesn't take a lot. Yeah, well, Jamie, you're correct about that. By the way, Jamie's down there in Belize City right now. So we'll be looking out for him with this storm. Jolene is in the house. Mitch was a beast. Yep. So there's the track, a 5 to a 2. But here's the scary thing. This was in 1998, in the modern satellite era, and yet still 10,000 people passed away. Second deadliest storm on record, surpassed the Galveston 1900 storm. And here's a fact that people don't know. There were still 11,000 people unaccounted for, on top of the 10,000 fatalities that were accounted for. So yeah, well, I had a feeling you would say you were a young man, Jamie, but I'm sure your parents remember it. Abby SC, Ernie Richardson, Dave Donnelly from Port Orange, good to have you there. So we hope that history has taught Hondurans a lesson. We hope that 26 years later that they are better prepared, and we're about to find out. Can't we? Let's see, I was working 24, yeah. 98, I had moved from the Weather Channel to Charleston, West Virginia. Or, yeah, to West Virginia to do the weather up there. Let me show you the tracks. So I want to move on from Central America. So a lot of the models dissipate this, not all. Some continue to move on towards the north and the east, as you can see right there. And so here's the thing. Is it a remnant low? Is it a remnant low that tries to reorganize? There's a front end play. There's going to be a lot of shear. So we're not worried about significant redevelopment, but what we're going to be watching for is the amount of rain that could potentially come towards Florida with this. So let's do this. Let's tackle this a different way. So here's a look now. There's Friday. Tomorrow, there's our storm hovering over the coast. You can see the GFS has the storm over the Yucatan Peninsula, as does the Euro. The Euro almost all but fizzles it out. There's some remnant moisture. There's the front coming through Houston. There's the system in the GFS in the center of the Gulf of Mexico. And you can see that the GFS is trying to maybe regenerate something there along that front as we get into Wednesday afternoon. And maybe a component of some thunderstorms there with the GFS with just some rain as we look at it through the lens of Thursday on the Euro. So a lot to watch here going forward. Jamie, yep, we're gonna be watching that. It is hugging the coast, so it does make it a bit more difficult to strengthen when you're got a circulation that's hugging the coast with those mountains there. Flight level winds tonight are around 45 from a short time ago. So the lowest pressure I could find was about 996. Looking at Recon right now. Eric Vargas, Karen Snizik. Nobody beats the Sniz. Yes, I'm fizzling out, says Tracy. Hello from St. Augustine, says Debbie Burr. Debbie, good to have you there. So let's take a look at it a different way. Here's a look at the GFS. There's your high, there's your front, there's your remnants, kind of all coming together there. Tuesday into Wednesday. And the GFS has been a little adamant about some kind of enhancement there, probably due to that front. Meeting up with it and creating what we call some difluence, divergent air upstairs. So we'll keep an eye on that. Costa Rica is going to get a little bit of rain, but most of it, Costa Rica's, south enough from there that most of it's going to go north. Rainfall comparison, Euro GFS through Thursday. Nothing crazy, nothing that screams flooding. Here's a look at a different product for rainfall, what we call a quantitative precipitation forecast. And you can see it's got 1 to 3 in our northern communities, lighter amounts to the south and heavier amounts over towards the Gulf of Mexico. So here's a look at the GFS water vapor, just to kind of give it to you a little bit differently. There it is over Belize. Something comes up north out ahead of that front and then gets sheared apart with some thunderstorms there Wednesday as it pulls over the Florida Peninsula. And then that's some pretty significant dry air coming in behind it as we get behind the storm. Let's see what the Euro does right over Central America. Again, something does come north, even though it dissipates. There's maybe some sort of weak circulation that gets forced to the east as that next front arrives sometime late Thursday. So yeah, a couple of things we're going to watch. Certainly doesn't look like a hurricane would be coming our way with today's model scenario, so that's good. Certainly doesn't look like it's a tropical storm. That's good. Certainly does look like a rainmaker, though, so we'd have to watch that. So there's that. We talk about wind shear a lot. Wind shear is not a foe of tropical systems. Look at that wind shear. Boom! That is a strong front with a ton of wind shear coming in to this system. Look at that. Look at that wind shear. Boom. A lot of wind shear. And then screaming wind shear there with that next front. That's a huge, huge front that brings in some of the coldest air of the season potentially. Not this weekend, but next weekend. So I mean, we're due. We're due for some cold air. All right, so let's get back to the forecast here. Oh, did I put Sarah in there yet? Hang on 1 second. Let's do this. Sarah has form. Let's do this. Boom. There's Sarah. It's tropical storm. Right there. And one more thing. We'll take the TD, PTC from a 2 to a 1 tropical storm, subtropical storms. We will make that a 7. So 7, 6, 5, 18. 7 and 6 is 13, and 5 it makes 18. One of the tropical depressions did not get a name, so that's why it's 18 of 19. All right. Tammy, so do I. It looks like we may get our wish. We don't want to say we're all clear just yet. We will continue to watch and monitor. Watch and monitor. That's all we can do. So this is a look at what we're going to do. Right there. Christina Hara, Brian Keller. Got a great group in here tonight. So it's a beautiful night. We do have a front that is on the move. Get her done. There's our front. There's our tropical storm. As far as precipitation is concerned, just a little bit of sprinkles. Nothing too crazy tonight. The winds. Ooh. As I yawn again. Out of the southeast on the eastern side, southwest on the western side. Jen, I hope we don't get another one. Miss Waverly, New York. People already talking to me about that. So, if you have it, the moon tonight. All right, we'll go check that out later. Yes, it is, Elizabeth. You are correct. So here's a few showers coming in late tonight, early tomorrow morning. Nothing significant, just enough to kind of dampen the ground. Temperatures tonight. Mother Nature teasing again. Darlene Dorwin. What's going on, DD? Riggs, he's in the house. 60 in Ocala, 68 in Melbourne. We take a look at the weather tomorrow afternoon. Front comes through. Beautiful temps in the 70s. Lows will be in the 50s by the evening. David Rudzik, I'm okay with a dud storm. Low 70s up north, upper 70s to around 80 down to the south. Daytona Beach. That's true, Elizabeth. Temps tomorrow in Daytona Beach only in the lower 70s. Look at the land. Only about 73. The attractions tomorrow, OMG. Go, 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 go. Mid-70s, Victoria Harrison Magoo, Eric Gamp, Jackie Sparrow. Titusville feels great. Well, wait till tomorrow. There, Jackaroot. It's going to feel even better. Jay Leonard just got here, too. Let's start off. We'll go back to the tropics. Hang tight. Let me just go through this once. I know we've got some folks in here that have a need to know. Love these days. Beautiful weather, says Stephen Pashada. Stevie P, what up, what up, what up? Winter Park Wildcats, University Titans. Dry, less humid, 63-61. We take a look now at Saturday morning. 51 in Ocala, 59 in Orlando, 63 in Titusville. Oh, I'm loving this, I'm loving this, I'm loving this. 51, 53, and 56. 51, 53, and 56. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Bring it on, he said. Bring it on. Good night, everyone. Says Linda, you take care, young lady. Thanks for popping in, saying hi. Eric Johnson, beautiful and Coco. Kibby, Richie, Fulton, redo the tropics. Will do. Give me 1 sec. Let me just get through this here real quick. The weekend. Everybody's working for the weekend. Lover boy, right? Back to the 80s. Terry Greer. Coach Greer's in the house. Coach. All right, I'm going to finish this up. Beautiful, beautiful weekend weather for golf. Just being outside. 70s to near 80. We've got LSU is in town up there in Gainesville. We're going to be in the mid-70s. 7-day forecast. Ay, ay, ay. We get to Wednesday. The remnants of Sarah and a cold front will be arriving and could produce some showers and some thunderstorms and maybe some heavy rains. We'll see. See how this plays out, what happens down south. Stacy Barnhart's in the house. You're welcome, Kibby. Ron Misak. Mr. Misak is in the house. All right. You guys are clamoring for the tropics. Let's go ahead and do that again. Here we go. All right. Update on Sarah. 998 pressure. Winds are at 40. Moving west at 10. Now, there are tropical storm warnings, not hurricane warnings, up for coastal Honduras. Again, because of the close proximity, it's going to be difficult for this to become a hurricane. And then it's going to go overland. The official forecast from the Hurricane Center has this dissipating as we go out towards Monday afternoon. So there you go. Lake Nota's in the house. Elizabeth Pavana's in the house. Betsy's in the house. Kent Fisher's in the house. Thank you, sir. Sergio Goss is in the house. Best part of his night. I love that. All right, so let me show you our Futurecast model. It does indeed show plenty of heavy rain. Moves ashore there in Belize City. And then just kind of definitely weakens and or potentially fizzles on out. But not before we are talking about the potential now for 30 or more inches of rain in parts now, in parts of Honduras. And when you think of Honduras, it has a storied history. You go back to 1998, Jacob Frigal, Warren Noble, Kim Rickman, Melissa Machado, Elizabeth Haunt. Mitch came ashore and took its sweet time. Dumped 30 to 50 inches of rain. Catastrophic flooding. Mudslides. 10,000 fatalities. 11,000 unaccounted for. The second deadliest Atlantic storm in history, surpassing the Galveston. The 1798 storm was the deadliest. Now, in the modern era, this is clearly number one. Day of modern era satellites were in play. So there you go. Now, from here, again, some of the models here fizzle on out. Others move off towards the east-northeast and potentially try to regenerate. That's one of the things that we're going to be watching and monitoring. Just because we're saying it's dissipating doesn't mean it can't come back, and that's what a few of the models are trying to do. So we'll have to watch that and watch to see how this plays out going forward. And that's really literally all we can do. Just keep checking back in. Good news is that once it gets into the Gulf of Mexico, there's going to be a very strong belt of wind. The wind shear is going to really ramp up next week as this turns more towards the northeast and heads towards central and northern Florida. Now, let me show you the side-by-side comparison here. Well, again, look, global models here. That's what they do. Kind of significantly weaken it or dissipate it, and then it tries to redevelop, not so much on the Euro, but on the GFS. You see, like right there, tries to bubble on up. Front's coming through Mobile Bay, catches up. A lot of wind shear, could have some showers and storms on Wednesday if the Euro is right. If the GFS is right. If the Euro is right, looks like it's just a shield of rain with maybe a couple rumbles of thunder. The GFS looks like it may have some stronger storms. We'll have to watch and wait and see how that plays out. At any rate, when you take a look at the latest rainfalls forecast, where's the cold front? Cold front is just to the west of the actual feature there, and that's going to bring us a nice cool down next weekend, even cooler weather than what we're going to be experiencing this weekend. Great question. Jennifer Bird. Ah, the Pink concert Monday. Yes, it's playing at Amway, right? Or not, where the Magic play, right? Let's see here. Yep. See a line. Cal Pepin. We'll see. The different rainfall product we use is called the QPF, Quantitative Precipitation Forecast. That has more along the west coast with lighter amounts as it moves back towards the east. I think from a rainfall and severe weather perspective, we'll know what we're going to have once we get past this weekend. The Pizza King is Mike, nice. Abuelita, good to have you right there. Anna, you're welcome. No problem there. Thanks for popping in, Annie. Jennifer Bird, Stadium Tour. Yes, that's right. Favorite Pink song. Nancy Ortiz. Yeah, I love the cooler weather. Praying for. Yep, there we go. Stephen Blevins. Camp. She's Camping World, I believe. All right, that's good. Hello all. Cat Forfar is in the house. All right, let's do. We need the rain. Jojo, let's hope so. Let's hope so. All right. National. Let's take a look at that. Stacy Kristen is in the house. Tony Shirley's in the house. Favorite Pink song is Funhouse. Or All I Know So Far. Okay, all right. Next one is Tony. That is correct. Tony the Tiger. Big storm here in the Northeast. It is a little bit of rain in the high country of Pennsylvania. Chilly rain through Michigan. Snow out west with our next storm system. Ay caramba! So there we go. Somebody wanted to know, do we have snow out west? And the answer is yes. Howard Maynard is in the house. A little bit of snow in the mountains of West Virginia, Virginia. So there you go. Big old area now of snow out in the high country, which is not unusual. Not unusual for this time of the year. Temperatures look like this. Cold in the Northeast. Cold out west. You think that's cold? Let's go flying. Mick Peace. There you go. Rivienne. That's why you like the orange line. All right, below zero. Fairbanks, Inuvik, Fort Ross. Baker Lake, 1 above. Thompson, 27. Moosonee, Nain, 34-32. Ottawa's at 32. Vegas is at 63. Monterrey, Mexico, 72. Orlando, 73. Kingston, 84. Belize City, 77. San Jose, Costa Rica, 68. Josh, that would be cray cray. Caracas, 81. La Paz, 50. Punta Arenas, 50. Cape Town, 59. Niamey, 81. Rabat, Morocco, 57. Look at Oslo, 28. Snowed in Miami, 1977. That is correct. There we go. Waiting on the cold front. Yes. Let's go to Siberia. Look at Yakutsk, 6 degrees below zero. Mick doesn't look that way. Tony, our family must be. Oh, Nancy, appreciate you, girl. Thank you. That's so nice. So there's Ulaanbaatar, Mongolia, 23. Beijing at 50. Shanghai at 50. Manila at 86. Darwin at 90. Love my southern hemisphere. Down under is hot in fuego. Broome, 95. Bora Bora, 93. Whoopsie. Hobart, 55. And then over towards Hawaii, we had Lihue, 79. Kahului, 82. And Hilo coming in at 79. All right, let's wrap it up with the 7-day. And again, theme here is beautiful, beautiful weather Friday, Saturday, and Sunday once the showers depart early in the morning tomorrow. We'll watch Wednesday to see if remnants or if something else head our way along and ahead of a cold front there. So there you go. A few showers may linger on Thursday, and then we turn progressively chillier next weekend. It won't be in the upper 70s. It could be in the 60s if the long-range models indeed are correct. Oh, I love that, Teresa. Thank you, young lady. Makes my night. The height misers in control. 45 degrees in Saginaw, says Abuelita. Jessica, good to have you there. Jim Broome is the spot. Boom. You like that, Josh? Yeah. Ooh, said +8 for sure. That's not too bad, Brian. All right, gang. I'm going to rock and roll. Get ready for tonight's 10 and 11. You guys are fantastic. Hope to see you tonight at 10 and or at 11. And if not, I'll see you right back here tomorrow night, right around 8 on Facebook Live. Heather, Zach Morris, take care. All right, guys. See you.